Now, obviously, there's been some updates with CapCut since we first launched the course. There'll be updates all the time with software, be it something like a location of something moves. That's not normally the case, but sometimes they add some features. And I know that Phil earlier in the course has talked about some AI features that are on there, and I've got some editing features for you now that have been updated that I really want to show you, some of the key ones, and we will keep adding to these as updates. Something that warrants an update video about, we'll add it here. So the first thing I want to show you is the multi-camera feature inside CapCut, which is amazing. If you're ever using something that takes multiple cameras, like here I've got an example of a course video. This is me sat at my desk. This is a side view of me, and that's my screen. Or if you were doing a podcast style video where there were 3 of you there, where you have to cut between cameras, it's really, really good for that. So if I just, for example, if I had this on here, I would have to manually cut out the bits I wanted, and I could probably lay my other track and my other one, and I would cut in what it is that I need and make it disappear, erase it, delete it, all the way across here. But what the multi-camera tool allows you to do is if I put them on my timeline, let's just highlight them, right click, and let's go create multi-camera clip. Click that. Now, if they are synced, then you can with audio. I think mine are, yeah. And I can also create proxies. So if you're running on a machine that's not capable of taking too much of a load, then you can use proxy and it will look like perhaps it's not the greatest quality. It'll be using proxies and add them when it comes to export, but it'll be fine. I can also rename them here if I want to rename this, whatever. It's fine for this. So I can create, and it syncs them up. Now all my shots are synced, so I didn't have to do any of that in seconds. You saw how fast that was. And here you see are my 3 shots, right? Here's me front, here's me side, here's my screen record. So now if I just take it from, let's say here, and I could play this, and now as I'm talking about things here, I will actually just mute that for this. But if I play this along here, and I know I talk about something, or I want to cut here, cut to the side, and now I end up turning and I talk about the screen. Okay, let's cut to the screen for a second, and then that's been on there for too long now, so I'll go back to my front camera, and then to break it up so that people aren't just staring at me for too long, I'll cut there, and I can see I'm coming into screen right now, so I can go back to screen and stop it. Now have a look at my timeline right here. If I make that bigger right there, it's automatically cut it for me. Here's the final video here. Let's have a look. Cuts to that one. There. So it did it. It edited by me click, rather than cut, remove, cut, remove. It is incredibly fast and efficient way. If you have yourself a multi-camera setup like this that you need, please think about using that. It's really great, really great.